Hello, Region 2. You all are aware of the imminent move to the Freedom Tower at One World Trade Center. Over the last several months, we've been working to provide awareness, training, and opportunity for you to understand the dynamics associated with this historic move. We've been here at 26 Federal Plaza for the last few decades and finally have the opportunity to relocate a workforce into a very dynamic environment. And so from an IT communications perspective, we're excited to be able to move into a facility that represents the best that the federal government has to offer in this day and time. The intended purpose of the video is to allow for colleagues in Region 2 to share their sentiments about the imminent relocation of our office. We look forward to bringing the workforce together finally so we can all absorb and understand and internalize our strategic plan coupled with the responsibility to serve the mission of this agency in the best way possible. Again, thank you for your support.
Good morning, this is Crystal. My name is Crystal Smith. I'm an emergency management specialist in mitigation in Region 2. When I first heard we were moving to the World Trade Center, I was a little reluctant due to its past history. However, I'm also an optimist and I embrace change. And we're also in mitigation, we talk a lot about resiliency and we urge the communities to be resilient. And so we have to be resilient as well. We all realize this is a very special place, and it is the chance for us to be the change that we want to see. This move will be a life-changing event for many of us.
When it comes to this move, we're gonna let three things be our guide. First and foremost, compassion, and the compassion meaning to suffer with, to be one together as we make this move, and realize that some people are going to be tense and nervous about it, and some people are going to be excited about it, and some people are can't wait to make the move to the exciting a new facility that we'll have. But we're going to treat every individual as the important member of the team that they are. We're not making this change to hurt anybody. We're not making this change to denigrate any of our capability. We're making this change to make this a more exciting, efficient, effective, and quite frankly, fun place to work.
But this will be a very different way of working for Region 2 and the SROs in New York and New Jersey. We will all be together on 2 floors, the 52nd and 53rd. Gone will be our individual cubicles. We will work side by side in an open office environment. It may take some time for us to get used to this new working environment, where coworkers could be speaking too loudly, eating at their desk, or causing distractions to those around. Communication with your colleagues and assistance from management will be the best solution. So what about noisy conversations and loud neighbors in this open space environment?
We've talked to headquarters and some of their moves that they've had in the past, and they were mentioning that they really like the idea of quiet spaces. So we've incorporated in our new floor plans a quiet area, like a quiet car on a train. So if it's, if you're doing work that you need really to concentrate and you have to have no outside, noises, you can sit there.
When it's not necessary for you to be in the office, telework will be encouraged at One World Trade.
This is a new era of work. The physical presence of people isn't as critical as it was once was. We're virtual. The fact that any spot in this floor is a place where you could work, where you could be productive. The fact that you can telecommute and at certain times when it's not necessary for you to be in the office. I think this is an exciting way of looking at things.
The new workspace setup will be high-tech and very different from what we're used to seeing. This is the VDI environment we can anticipate?
Yes, that's correct. So right here we have a Dell Wise terminal connected to 2 monitors, a keyboard, and a PIV card reader. And you'll also have an IP phone on every single desk. And everything that's on your laptop will appear in this environment.
What about extra space? I saw the lockers to store our personal stuff. Let's talk winter. I've got a winter coat, rain boots, umbrella, maybe gym bag, yoga mat, and mat. Where are we going to put these things?
Yeah, I think that will be a little bit of a culture change for people, because right now you have a cubicle basically that you can just dump your stuff in and not really worry about it. So what we're asking people to do before we move is to really get rid of everything you don't need to have. You will have 3 different places to store stuff. 2 are sort of locked space that you'll have and you don't need to worry about taking things home. The other space is a coat closet that it'll be timed out by the end of the day, so that the next person using your cube will be able to utilize it and not be locked out because your stuff isn't in it.
The open office environment also means we can't take it all with us. Our personal items will go away along with our files and records.
All the stuff you said in this office will not be traveling with me. It'll be interesting to see how I cope. And when I get there, if I get new stuff. From what I understand, we have to go electronic by 2019. So that'll be good to see if I can keep everything electronically and be able to access it. Oh, this can go because I don't need that.
Going paperless, electronic, and green will be the way of life in our new home. Everything we need will be digital, and long-term files and records will be stored.
Non-records are what we will be bringing to World Trade. The records are going to be scanned and they're going to be digitized. We're not bringing our records to the World Trade Center. Non-records would be some of your working documents you'd be bringing with you, some documents that are dealing with personnel files or other work types of material that people use on a regular basis to, like I said, help them in doing their job.
Some of our colleagues will have special needs with their move. One World Trade will be accessible to everyone.
So I really view this move to the World Trade Center as a tremendous opportunity, a wonderful opportunity that we still can take advantage of in terms of evaluating, checking out the overall accessibility of not only the structure and the lobby, but the site surrounding the structure, in terms of meeting the needs of people with disabilities.
Accessibility, safety, and security will be the prime concerns at our new home. We are used to a high security profile at Federal Plaza in Building 290. A strong but different security presence will be enforced at One World Trade.
That building, in my opinion, is probably one of the safest places that you could be in all of New York.
One World Trade Center is a leased building. The building doesn't want to give the perception that this is a unsecure and unsafe place. You're not going to see the usual armed guards walking around as you would see out at Federal Plaza. However, their security is there. They will be armed. Port Authority and NYPD presence is openly seen throughout the campus, and I invite everybody to go down there to take a look at the building, and hopefully it'll alleviate some of your concerns and fears.
Safety will also be top priority at One World Trade.
The World Trade Center is a state-of-the-art facility, and the stairwells being one example of how it differs from even, let's say, this building, 26 Fed. Stairwells are wider, which allows people to get down the stairs quicker. They have entire sets of stairs that are just going to be for first responders. So if the occupants of the building need to evacuate, there's going to be sets of stairs that are nothing but going down, as opposed to having to share a stairwell with people going down and people coming up.
If you're experiencing anxiety over the transition to One World Trade, counseling will be available to assist you with your concerns. Commuting to One World Trade will be convenient with the new PATH station and subway lines, along with water taxis and ferries. A tunnel will connect to the Freedom Tower where POVs and parking will not be allowed. Do you think the morale is going to improve from Region 2 when we move there?
For me, I think it will, because right now we seem really separate in different spaces. We have the SROs, they're in their separate space. We have mitigation and grants in their separate space. And so I think getting us all together in one location is really going to help the team sort of see each other as a whole unit.
At the end of the day, we're being given the opportunity to move into probably the newest, the most innovative, the most exciting work environment in the federal government today, and I ask everyone to embrace it with us, and again, to if they're having any problems, just let us know, and we'll work through just about anything.